There are treats ahead of you. Heaven Letter number 5129. December 10, 2014. Whatever is bothering you, you do not have to be bothered with it. You are a responsible person, yet you do not have to aggravate or even suffer to the degree you have. Did someone tell you that you have to? Perhaps you were taught that you were to pay a penance for being alive, and the penance was to be called suffering or a bad headache, or non-stop aggravating thoughts, or dreams unfulfilled. You just don't have to do suffering anymore. You may think you have no choice, yet you do have choice. It's your choice. In this world, choices are not always either or as you may have thought. You may have thought that your choice is this one or that one, that your choices are limited to two. There could be many other choices as well that you have not considered and perhaps may not want to consider. You may see only the two black and white choices and go no further. You see happy or unhappy and no in between. Maybe you can be like a dial and be medium happy. Maybe you like to suffer. If you suffer and you really don't have to, then it must be a choice you make. You may be innocent, and still you have choice. If you want a way out of a maze, you have to find it. You do. You have to go for it. Maybe you have to be creative and think anew. There are possibilities right in front of you that sometimes you don't see. Perhaps you can think of such times and wonder how you didn't think of this new alternative before. It may be that you are truly satisfied with your life, and you haven't stopped to become aware of this. Oh, sure, you wouldn't mind a few additions, yet, basically, you may kinda like the life you have. It may not be perfect, yet, all in all, you like it. It's yours. Much the way your house may not be perfect. You wouldn't mind this addition or that addition, yet you're glad when you get to your house and get in the door and sit down somewhere. It is your home. All in all, it suits you. Perhaps you would consider the idea that you are more satisfied with your life than you had formerly thought. Maybe your life doesn't need a new coat of paint. And maybe you, yourself, maybe you are not so bad after all either. Wouldn't you really rather be you than anybody else? Maybe you like the idea of being a movie star or a great country singer, yet maybe you don't want to do all that traveling around, and maybe you don't want to be under hot cameras and wear all that pasty makeup. Maybe, if given a choice, you really would choose what you have now. Maybe you like that old bathrobe you really don't want to part with. Maybe you really do like yourself more than you thought. I do favor your being yourself rather than somebody else. You know, another wonderful thing about being you and having your present life, even if it isn't complete yet, and even when you aren't madly in love with it, is that you have more dreams ahead of you yet to fulfill. You know, when you think about it, that's not a bad choice. All the stars and starlight that are still ahead of you. All the dreams you will still have. All you have to look forward to. Isn't looking forward often more exciting than the actual event? Keep looking forward to whatever you look forward to. Maybe you don't have to have its conclusion. Maybe all you really want is the looking forward to. That's no small change, beloveds, looking forward, not small change at all. Why hang on to suffering or dissatisfaction when there are treats ahead for you, especially when, presently, you may not know the half of it. Channeled by Gloria Wendroff. heavenletters.org